What's up, internet family? First things first, thank you for stopping by to check out another one of my videos. Second thing first, or second thing third, third first thing, the third first thing, second, the second thirst, the first thirst thing, the second, the second first thing, the second thing third. If you didn't already know, I'm a brand new, small, wannabe up and coming YouTube channel with big things, big plans in mind. But as of right now, we got, let's see how many freaking, 28 subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind, help a brother out, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. It costs you nothing. It means the world to me. So this video is going to be real quick. It's just an idea that I had. I can show you my pile of stuff that I have right now for my PC build. The reason that I'm doing a PC build in the first place is because I'm not like a super huge tech person or anything like that, even though I did start going to school for computers back in the day. When I got out of high school, I went straight to tech school for computer science or whatever. And but I quit and went to the Air Force instead. And I've dabbled in and out of tech my whole life, and I love technology. And but the reason for this build is because I started my podcast, and then I wrote my book. And for both of those things, this laptop that I have right here proved just fine. It's a Lenovo Yoga something. It's just got a 7th gen i5 in it, and it's been great for me. But when I decided that I wanted to start making YouTube videos and got into video editing, I quickly realized that this computer ain't built for that at all. I mean, I've been in the middle of like shuffling files around in HitFilm, and the screen just went white and the computer just shuts down. It absolutely, positively does not want anything to do with video editing. So I decided to build a PC. And so here's a look at the ever-growing mountain of parts that I got, which the goal is to be a mid-level editing rig with some decent gaming capabilities. Because honestly, when it comes to gaming, I mean, I know you can get super awesome graphics with a PC, and I know that keyboard and mouse is superior for control in video games, but these days building a PC is ridiculously expensive, especially if you're just gaming on it. A, B, plug and play with the console. I mean, $500 out the door. You come in, you stick it to your TV, you're playing games all day. Nothing to build, nothing to test bench. You don't need to download drivers or make sure any parts are compatible with other ones or anything like that. You just plug and play, and it's super simple. And C, number 3, or is that number 5? I don't know. Number reason that I prefer gaming on a console is just because I'd rather be on the couch in front of a big ass TV, comfortable, drinking a beer, not having to worry about spilling the beer on my peripherals, or in my laptop or in my keyboard or whatever, or stuck sitting at a desk sweating whenever I get all intense and I get my, I'm into it and all that, whatever. I'd rather be comfortable in the living room to play games. So, but having said that, I do plan on at least delving into the gaming situation on the PC just a little bit. I've already chose the first game I want to get. It's Nier Automata, because I missed out on that one and I heard nothing but good things. And whenever I saw trailers for it, it just looks amazing. So that's the game I'm going to get if I ever get this thing built. But here's the purpose of today's video. First things first. Sorry, I keep saying that. 18th thing third. Let's go on the web here real quick and just double check on GPU prices. And then I'll get to what I was thinking. Newegg. Oh, there it is, 1080 Ti. Oh, by the way, if you looked at my parts that I have there, basically what I'm missing is my peripherals. I think I'm gonna get one more drive just for a scratch disk for editing. Eventually, I'm not really worried about that right now because I'm not doing anything intense to where I need that. But I hear that it makes your workflow way faster. So the original plan was 16 gigs of G.Skill Flare X, I believe it is, 2400 RAM, which was just one pack. And I was gonna go with a 1070 Ti from the Strix version. But since then, like with all this time, since I haven't had the money for my graphics card, I've kind of decided, after watching a whole bunch of videos, that I think I want to just go ahead and throw in 32 gigs of RAM. So I'm gonna get one more pack of that, and I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get a 1080 Ti if the prices ever come back down to anything normal. So that's what I need. I need my peripherals. I need one more pack of RAM, which is 200 bucks for 2400. 2400 RAM, not the 32 or the 35 or whatever. The 2400, what is it, megahertz or whatever, RAM is 200 bucks I paid for that set, 16 gigs. So that's what I'm saying about console versus PC. Right now, console is a way better deal as far as gaming goes. But I mean, there's reasons behind that, which is the reason for this video. So anyway, I need those things and my peripherals and I'll be done. And then I'll be making a video on building my first PC, and I'm super excited about that. It's very exciting to me. Looking at that pile of stuff and watching it grow a little bit more all the time, it's very exciting to me. I feel it's like I'm about to have a baby or something. Anyway, the purpose of today's video is to talk about GPU prices one more time, and it's just a idea that I have. If I understand correctly, the miners are buying up all the cards, so the supply is low. So normally in a situation like this, you'd expect retailers to order an overabundance of supply just to meet the demand. But in this case, there's a hesitation both on the part of the retailer and the supplier. Neither one are willing to just dump a bunch of product onto the shelves and into the warehouses because of the volatility of the data mining friggin', what do you want to call it, ecosystem, whatever. So basically they're afraid that they're going to pump out a whole bunch of cards and then the thing's going to turn upside down and there's not going to be anyone to buy them. And then on top of that, all the data miners who don't need their cards anymore are going to just turn around and put them all for sale, used, and it's just, everything's going to just crash and crumble down. Here's my idea. If I'm not mistaken, I believe AMD and NVIDIA have both come out with statements saying that they would prefer to deal with gamers as their customers. Like, they're not ashamed to take the money from the miners now. I mean, it's good money, it's just good business, whatever, but they know what's going to happen eventually. It's going to be a problem, and they definitely don't want to be stuck with a whole bunch of product on the shelf. And so what they're looking for is a way to keep the customers that are going to keep coming back, which is not the miners, it's going to be the gamers who were their ideal customer in the first place, because gamers are going to buy into the whole ecosystem. For example, I have the Asus motherboard, and I'm planning on getting the Asus GPU, just because, I don't know, in the back of my head, I feel like if the components are from the same manufacturer, they might gel better together. That's just me, though. But that's the thought process anyway. I know that manufacturers want to keep a customer who's going to buy a lot of their products, not just one, and then turn around and resell the product when they're done with it. So blah, blah, blah. Anyway, NVIDIA came out and made a statement, I believe, saying that they can and will pump out more cards, no problem, but they're not getting the orders from the retailers because the retailers are afraid to put a whole bunch of product on the shelf and then something happened and they'd be stuck with it. So NVIDIA's saying, come on, retailers, order the shit. We'll pump it out to you, no problem. Support these gamers. These are the ideal customers. Retailers are like, well, no, I'll just get these one or two and I'll sell them for $3,000 and I'm still getting my money. I'm just not having as much traffic in the store. No problem. That's a mistake, though, because people come into your store to buy your card. They're going to look around and they're going to see something else they want too. So you want that traffic in your store. So here's my idea. Basically, I think just with the GPUs, retailers for the foreseeable future only sell strictly pre-order only with GPUs. Anybody who wants a graphics card from now until, I don't know, let's put a projection date on it, say 6 months from now. Anybody who wants to buy a graphics card within the next 6 months, it's going to be pre-order only. So what will happen is, whether you do it online Or if you go into the store and you go to the shelf and instead of there being a product there, you just get a card with exactly what you want. And you go up to the front and you pay for it, and then your order goes into the system and it'll come straight to your house, or you can come pick it up from the store or whatever you want to do. But basically you'll have that little bit of a wait time, but the price can go back down to normal or semi-normal anyway. Everybody will get what they want. And the fear of retailers having too much product on their shelves and in their warehouses, and or the manufacturers having truckloads of cards en route to be put on shelves, and then all of a sudden the Bitcoin thing flips upside down or whatever, and then the trucks are coming back and they have all this extra product they can't sell. No, everyone can order their stuff and the manufacturers can make them, I'm not saying on a piece by piece basis, they can attack the orders in waves. Okay, there's 10,000 we need now, boom, put them out. We need 10,000 more, boom, put them out. And I think that right there will just take away some of the fear. The fear of having too much product that they're never going to sell. And yeah, that's it. I think if we go to a pre-order system for GPUs, it could, and then bring the prices back down to normal. And then I would say also on top of that, anyone ordering more than say 1 or 2 cards will be deprioritized. That way the gamers will have basically first pick. That way the gamers can be first served. Their orders are smaller, they're easier to fill, it's faster. The miners can still get their cards, but they just have to be, you know, if you want 15 cards, you're gonna get them at a normal price, but you gotta wait a little bit because these guys who just wanna build their computers so they can play games, they're gonna get theirs first, because it goes even further with the gaming. You see, the more people who can't build their computers like me because of the GPU prices, that's going to affect the entire gaming industry. It's going to affect Steam. It's going to affect all the game developers. So basically, like my comment at the beginning of this video where I said it's just easier to be a console gamer. You don't have to build anything. It's way cheaper, blah, blah, blah. This whole thing that's happening is making it very, very difficult and very stupidly expensive for people like me who just want to do a little bit of casual gaming. So it's going to push everything over to consoles, and it'll be good for the console market, but you know, it's going to affect a lot of other industry, basically is what I'm saying. So that's enough of me ranting. Hey, thanks for checking me out. Anybody in influence, pass the word on to some people who know economics and shit like that. If it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea, let me know in the comments. It's cool, I love the conversation. Hit the like button if you liked it. Till next time, peace.